Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? All right. So, XD, good, good. I had a struggle tech-wise, but after figuring out I was able to, it's a little bit, it's a different way of thinking. I think once you kind of figure out linking and navigation and really how to place assets where they belong in the um, the uh, the prototyping tool, and XD in this case, um, a lot of the prototyping tools work the same. So the next time you do this, I promise it'll be so much easier. And you'll really be able to concentrate on a lot of the elements that we're really looking at in order to show functionality, which I think you've done a great job. As a matter of fact, let's just jump right over to your shadow read prototype. And what I would like to do here is let me just do, okay, there, it's in the screen. We can see everything fits in the screen beautifully. So that's fantastic. Okay, all right, much better. Okay, so my first comment is this, is that this is the home page, right? And I think that the home page does a good job in setting up the header area. We got the login set up, sign up area. We've got the home page icon, which is fantastic. Nice job there. Um, the homepage itself doesn't really look like a homepage, though. It kind of looks like maybe a books page because the homepage really, it's great that you have this global navigation here, and it's great that that's accessible in all of the pages. However, this first page just doesn't look like a homepage. It looks more like the book page, right? As we see, recent review of books, recent, and then the book right up here. But you have this go to books button right here. So again, this just doesn't look or act or behave like a home page. Home page, I would say, would use a lot of your design assets, color and font, and just kind of take this global navigation and maybe expand it a little bit using thumbnails to indicate books, articles, news, e-store, and setting. I'm not real sure what setting refers to. That was a little bit confusing. Did you see what I'm saying? So that way, when we go back to the home page, wherever you're at, when you click back to the home page, you go back to something that would resemble the global navigation using thumbnails as opposed to just the basic links, right? Okay, so as we see, the thing that we're showing here is you're only showing one task flow, and that's buying a book. I would like to see other task flows as well. I really would. I think it would be very, very interesting and maybe complete the kind of user functionality associated with the mobile app. So, but the one task flow that you have it's actually excellent. So we go to the books page and we scroll through this, and we've got these book pages, right? Um, so I'm at this point, I'm not real sure what you do from here. I mean, do you click a book and then go to the store, or is this the store? I mean, I would think that having an e-store is kind of redundant in the fact that you have books. Okay, you should be able to order books right from the books page instead of having to link out to another page to order the books, right? Same thing. And articles are something that you wouldn't, would you necessarily buy articles, news? No, those are feeds, right? So I would love to see that task flow either for articles or news, presuming that they're going to be the same. I'd also, like I said, I'm a little unclear on setting. Um, okay, so following the task, okay, so we go to the books page, right? You go to e-store or go to store. So we go to the store, we see you've got categories, popular, and series. Um, okay, at this point, there's no back button, so all we have is the home page, right? So we have to go back to the home page. So let's say you're in the go to books, okay? Let's say you select this book and then go to the e-store, all right? And then you say, okay, well, wait a second, I just selected a book, and now what are these? I have to select another book. So I select a book, right? And now we add it to the cart. But from here, what if I selected the wrong book? It would be great to have an arrow back so we can go back to the page to that. But I did a system back arrow. So that, of course, doesn't count. But that's what I would like to see. I think it would be great to see, you select the book, you get here, you go, oh, shoot, I selected the wrong book. So in this case, you have to go all the way back home and then retrail follow your trail to get back to select the same book. So it would be really great to have just a back arrow to take this back one page so you can say, okay, now I select the right book I want. Then we can go ahead and select it, right? Okay, so following that task flow, there's your book, here's your add to cart, here's your confirm buy, here's your password. Okay, so that task flow works, but as I said, just a little bit of navigational hiccups here and there. Basically, it's a wayfinding thing. It's the ability to be able to get back to an area that is familiar, which typically is the home page, and that's fantastic. But there are some pages, as I said, where you get stuck, where you have to go home and there is no back button. So we'd like to see a little bit ease of navigation there. And then see this this shadow right, the logo right there, that should typically go right back to the home page as well. So those are my recommendations. I mean, it certainly is a great job. I mean, you're showing that task flow quite nicely. You're showing a really nice look at the interface and the behavioral function of the app as well. So that's great. Just a couple of comments I think that will improve, but I think you've done a really good job given that this is a basic user prototype based on the paper prototypes and the adjustments therein gathered through your user testing. So, okay, so if you have any questions, comments at all, please let me know, and I'll be glad to make clarifications. Other than that, I think it's a great start. Really good job. All right, thanks, Elizabeth. As I said, any questions, please let me know.